movie Aladdin, directed by Guy Ritchie, and it stars Will Smith, Mena Massoud, and Naomi Scott for the live adaptation from the animation back in the 90s Aladdin. Comes as a 2019's live action Aladdin. Now, when I first saw the trailer, from my perspective, I personally was just like, oh, whatever. Just like any other typical Disney live action film. We live in a time now where there's a lot of Disney live action movies where, you know, we have movies like Enchanted, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Maleficent, and Maleficent Mistress of Evil coming out soon. And now, at this time, we have Aladdin. It's about a streetwise thief named Aladdin, portrayed by Mena Massoud, comes across this beautiful Princess Jasmine, played by Naomi Scott, and he's falling in love with her, and he wants to be with her happily ever after. But the thing is that a lot of people know him as a thief. He later on comes across this genie, played by Will Smith, who did phenomenal. He comes across the genie, and he's granted with 3 wishes, only strictly 3 wishes, and he's being really careful with that. And I cannot tell you those wishes because that's a spoiler. I'm not going to tell you those wishes. But that's pretty much what this movie's about. I saw this movie with optimism. And I'm not one of those people that diminish the CGI way of how the genie looked of Will Smith. I didn't diminish it. I didn't care personally. I was like, oh, it's fine. You can't really judge a book by its cover. I wasn't creeped out by it or was like disgusted or horrified or thought it was terrible. I saw it and I thought this was great. This is a very good Disney live action movie. I recommend this movie. However, I don't think that it is, well, not great. No movie's perfect. But let me just start off with the positives first. First of all, Will Smith playing as a genie, fantastic. He doesn't play, of course he doesn't play like Robin Williams' portrayal of the genie from the 90s in the animation version. But in the live action, Will Smith did flawless, and he was fucking hilarious. This dude was hilariously funny, and he just did flawless with it. I love the way how Will Smith put his effort of portrayed as this character. And Will Smith is one of my favorite actors, so of course this was one of the reasons why I wanted to see this movie. And plus, I love Aladdin. That's one of them. Another thing, the cinematography, the design of their costume design is phenomenal. Their acting is very, very good. And I love the story, of course. We all know the story of Aladdin. And let me get to my negatives here. This movie had a great story. This movie had like a flawless, well, I can't say flawless because there are some flaws in it. This movie had a great story, and the CGI effects is amazing. It's fantastic. And I love the cinematography, I love the costume designing, I love the acting, and I love the fleshed out characters. But the only negatives that I really have with the movie is Jafar. I thought Jafar was a bit underdeveloped. I felt like he didn't really have that much of a motivation of what he's trying to do. Because from my perspective, I see him as just an ordinary guy that just wants to take control of everything and be the king of this setting, be the king of this place, be the king of the palace. Just a guy that wants to just simply take over. I just thought I was a bit disappointed with Jafar. I thought they could have fleshed him out a bit better, a bit more. That's pretty much all I have. I don't really have anything much negative to say about the movie. But also something that I noticed, they look, this may sound funny, but they look too clean. You know, they look very clean. Like Aladdin goes through all these crazy adventures. He's doing parkour throughout the city. He's sliding on the sand, and no matter what, he just still looks clean. That's something that I noticed. I thought they could have just made him a little dirty whenever he goes through adventures. That's pretty much all I have. Now, however, I'm not going to say that this movie is terrible or bad. It's not bad at all. It's good. It's good, but it's not great. It's good. But however, I still recommend you guys to see this. Nevertheless, from me, I'm going to give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. I still have to recommend you guys to see this movie. You guys have to see this movie. It's very good. There's no spoilers that I'm going to give out. This is spoiler free. Please, you guys have to see this movie. It's very good. Along with Christopher Robin, that movie was really good too. And these are probably my favorite Disney live action movies. The ones like Maleficent, which was good as well, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, those are not terrible either, but there's just something about Aladdin and Christopher Robin that and Enchanted and Maleficent. Those 4 movies I love, there's something about it that I just love a lot out of all the other Disney live action movies that we've had. Those are my 4 personal favorite Disney live action movies. I don't really mind Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast. I don't really mind those. But I love those. And Aladdin 2019 is one of my favorites. Guys, thank you so much. Subscribe, like, and all. And I'm still going to do the review on Death Note. Sorry that I did not review that because I haven't finished it and I did not have the chance to finish the Death Note movie. I'm still on the Death Note episodes. It's alright. Well, I can't review that. But that's all I have. See you guys later.